Hey there! Welcome back to Daily Men Looks, your go-to space for timeless style and modern confidence. If you're new here, I'm glad you found us. Today we're diving into something that sneaks up on every guy, every year, without fail. It starts with a save the date, then a wedding invite or two, and suddenly your calendar is booked with ceremonies, cocktail hours, and receptions. Yes, it's wedding season. And whether you're the best man, a guest, or even just a plus one, how you show up matters. This video is your complete guide to looking dapper, appropriate, and effortlessly stylish at every kind of wedding. We'll cover the do's, the don'ts, and those underrated style choices that separate the guys who just throw something on from the ones who turn heads the second they walk in. Let's get one thing clear. Wedding style isn't just about throwing on a suit and calling it a day. It's about context, confidence, and care. The kind of wedding, the location, the time of day, they all play a role in what you should be wearing. So let's start with the foundation, understanding the dress code, because nothing looks worse than being underdressed for a black tie wedding or overdressed for a casual outdoor ceremony. If you enjoy tips like this and want to keep leveling up your style game, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a guide. And if you see any items or outfit combinations in this video that catch your eye, I always link them for you in the video description below, so feel free to check those out. If your invitation says black tie, then we're talking tuxedo territory. But don't panic. A classic black tux with a crisp white dress shirt and a black bow tie never fails. If you want to take it a step further, go for a shawl lapel, sleek, elegant, and slightly unexpected. Patent leather shoes, polished to perfection, and a simple pocket square to finish. Keep accessories minimal. This is not the time for flashy watches or quirky socks. Understated elegance is the rule, but maybe the invite says formal or cocktail. That's where you get to inject a bit more personality. A navy or charcoal suit is your best friend here. Versatile, sharp, and wedding appropriate. Pair it with a pale blue or white shirt, a textured tie, and leather loafers or Oxfords. Don't be afraid to add subtle details. A patterned pocket square, a slim tie bar, maybe even a lapel pin. It's those small touches that make your outfit feel considered, not just assembled. Outdoor or beach wedding. Here's where things get interesting. Think lighter fabrics, linen, cotton blends, breathable wool. A beige or light gray suit will not only keep you cool, but it also looks incredibly fresh in natural light. You can even ditch the tie if the dress code allows, opting for a button-down shirt with a soft collar and maybe some suede loafers or espadrilles. Just make sure your shoes match the terrain. You don't want to be sinking into the grass or sand with leather soles. One of the most overlooked aspects of wedding style, color coordination with your date. This doesn't mean you need to be matchy-matchy, but a nod to her color palette, whether it's a tie, pocket square, or even your boutonniere, can create a beautifully cohesive look. It shows thought, intention, and attention to detail. Trust me, people notice. Now, let's talk about grooming. You could be wearing the perfect suit, but if your hair's unkempt or your beard looks forgotten, it throws the whole thing off. A clean haircut, a trimmed beard or smooth shave, moisturized skin. These are the finishing touches that complete your look. And don't underestimate the power of a good scent. Something warm, subtle, and sophisticated. Think sandalwood, bergamot, or tobacco notes. You want to leave an impression, not a cloud. As for accessories, restraint is your best friend. One classic watch, maybe a bracelet if it's understated. Sunglasses before sunset, never after. A tie clip, but only if it adds to the look. And never forget your socks unless the look intentionally calls for bare ankles, but even then, make sure you're using no-show socks. Details matter. Now that we've covered the basics, let's paint a few dapper looks for different types of weddings. For a city rooftop wedding at sunset, picture this. A deep navy double-breasted suit, crisp white shirt, silk burgundy tie, polished brown brogues, and a folded pocket square with a tiny pop of color. Classy, modern, and just a little bold. For a garden ceremony in spring, try a light gray two-piece linen suit with a pale pink shirt, no tie, tan loafers, and a floral pocket square that picks up just a hint of your date's dress color. Add a touch of matte bronzer or moisturizer for a healthy glow. Yes, guys can do this too. For a coastal wedding in the summer, go with a cream-colored suit, an open-collar light blue shirt, woven leather loafers, and tortoiseshell sunglasses. Add a textured belt, maybe in braided leather or suede, to tie the look together. And then there's the fall barn wedding. Rich tones, layered textures, a deep green or rust suit, maybe even tweed, a knit tie, brown boots, and a patterned pocket square. This is where your earthy, rugged elegance comes through. You can even consider incorporating subtle themes or cultural influences into your outfits. For example, if you're attending a multicultural wedding, perhaps an Indian ceremony or a traditional African celebration, learning about and respecting the traditional dress code while adapting it to your style can be an incredibly respectful and attractive gesture. A Nehru collar shirt under a lightweight blazer, or a patterned pocket square inspired by a cultural motif, can spark great conversations and show genuine appreciation. Think beyond the suit for post-ceremony style, too. A relaxed, deconstructed blazer over a tucked-in polo shirt and tailored trousers is a great transition look for receptions or after-parties. Stylish, comfortable, and still sharp. This blend of casual and formal elements is very 2025, versatile and polished. Don't forget seasonal fabrics and layering techniques. A summer wedding doesn't have to mean sacrificing structure. Unlined blazers, lightweight wool blends, and breathable dress shirts allow you to look tailored without overheating. In the cooler months, layering with intention adds texture and sophistication. A wool vest under a sport coat or a merino scarf with an overcoat gives depth without bulk. The key in all these situations is balance. Don't overdress for attention, but never underdress out of laziness. Respect the occasion, respect the people, and respect yourself. When you show up well-dressed, you're saying, I care. And that kind of energy is magnetic. Let's not forget the don'ts, because they're just as important as the do's. Don't wear an all-white outfit. That color belongs to the bride, always. A white dress shirt is perfectly fine. In fact, it's a classic staple in formal menswear. But head-to-toe white or a white suit, that's a no. Don't wear a wrinkled shirt or scuffed shoes. Those details scream careless. Don't go wild with cologne. Subtlety is your ally. And please, leave the sneakers and graphic tees at home unless the dress code specifically allows it. You don't want to be the guy in every photo people point to with a raised eyebrow. Wedding season is an opportunity, not a burden. It's a chance to dress with purpose, make memories, and maybe even turn a few heads in the process. Style is your armor and your invitation. And when you wear it well, you walk differently, you stand taller, and you leave a lasting impression. So here's your mission. Open your calendar, mark those dates, and start planning now. Invest in tailoring if you haven't already. Refresh your dress shoes, steam your shirts, and build a small collection of go-to wedding fits that you know you look incredible in. You don't need a closet full of suits. You just need a few that fit like they were made for you. And remember, style isn't about dressing like someone else. It's about discovering what makes you feel like your best self. Weddings are about connection, celebration, and shared joy. Let your look reflect that energy. If this guide helped you feel more prepared and inspired for wedding season, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe for more timeless style tips, and drop a comment below with your favorite wedding look or a style question you want answered. Until next time, stay sharp, stay intentional, and enjoy every moment of looking your best this wedding season.